WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Rollins. Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event this show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world.
Suicide dive! Whatever it takes to win.
The next level accuracy needed to hit that move cannot be understated.
And the body control, just amazing athleticism. It always bothers. Look out! Suicide dive takes them out.
Completely tossing all caution to the wind.
Going for broke, and it paid off. Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory. Look at this! Suicide dive!
A huge risk, but an even bigger reward.
Turns that back on CM Punk, sliding back into the ring.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick. Sheesh, that's going to leave a mark. Ooh. Oh, repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll
flying.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Seth losing any command of this match.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks. Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
Introducing the steel chair into this match.
Now heading outside. I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Seth dodges that attack.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes. And he comes in under the ropes now. Hoisted up. Gutbuster.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Great aim on the toss chair.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to...
Nice takedown. Stacked him up. Kicked out right away by Punk. Still going.
It's unthinkable. Someone beating the 1 count at this point?
Roman, spear!
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And backbreaker. And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
Hooked up. Shin breaker.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
Oh.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Followed up with a lariat. Oh, my!
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally. Brutal clock.
Making his feelings very clear here.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
Kick to the gut by Rollins. Opponent defenseless.
Henry taking flight. Crossbody from the top. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell?
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point from the top.
Getting back into the ring now.
Quick into the cover. This could be it. Oh! Oh! Superman punch.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
He gets the kick out after the one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he's refusing to stay down here.
Right into a counter.
Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow. We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever...
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
Cover. He's still in this fight.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences. Oh, the spear. No coming back. Going for the pin. And they're still in this.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen.
The go to sleep GTS from Punk.
That could finish off Roman.
2 count. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the 2 biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide.
You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles. There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
Butterfly suplex.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue 2 of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These 2 just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between 2 guys that hate each other's guts.
Sudden cutoff from Bret. Pretty drop kick.
Trying to work the leg here.
We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Brett. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like the kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit. Holy, meet the barricade.
Using that barricade with great effect.
The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Brett and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Brett and Shawn have called each other. He climbs back into the ring just in time.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Driven into the barricade.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
He's just running on pure instinct right now, and it's working. Dueling reversals.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Disheartening position for HBK.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Oh, no!
Draped across the top rope.
Get this back into the ring now.
Man on rope, forearm on point.
Caught with the knee. Oh, no, he just got busted. Wide open.
The official. We'll need to take a look at that.
Michaels goes flying to the outside. Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade. Hart avoids the offense.
Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Excellent execution from Hitman.
Bad situation for HBK.
And now he gets back into the ring. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Hart with a...
Uh-oh. A reversal. He saw that coming. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
He's in a precarious situation.
And just planting them with that DDT there. This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Brett came with a game plan, and he's executing it. Side Russian leg sweep. What's he putting together?
Oh, the DDT delivered. A truly rough blow to the head, which appears to be the main target here.
Elbow drop. And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Just targeting the leg, testing the limits.
And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
Michaels is going to have to dig deep here.
Quick reaction to Hart there.
Nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
Looks like a rope break stopped the count. Placed against the turnbuckles. Oh, look at the scope slam. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move. Figure four. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. Oh, look at that. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Right to the gut. These two trading one blow after another. Hart wasting no motion on the counter. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Barely anything left, but still slugging away.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Finds its mark.
Oh, knee.
Lights out.
He is locked in on his target now.
Bret Hart, look at this
Pile driver.
Brett's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that. Got him in the corner now. Oh, man.
Oh, managed to make a well-timed kick to the gut.
Oh, that was inventive.
This could be it. Brett could retain the title here.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
It knew what was coming there. Discus clothesline.
So much momentum.
Drop kick. Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining as... Look out!
Diving leg drop
From way up high.
grabs a hold of HBK.
Down with the suplex.
The excellence of execution signaling to the WWE Universe now.
Gets driven into the corner.
Up to the middle rope. And a bulldog.
And Hart is channeling the energy of this crowd.
Drops the leg. Hitman is performing with such precision right now.
And Brett cannot be stopped right now. These two trading counters, an absolute masterclass. The Hitman now looking to take whatever advantage he can. And that apparently includes the ring post with a figure-4 leg lock assisted by the steel.
The ring post, figure-4 leg lock applied. This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Brett look like they're going to relent to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Delivered into the barricade.
Heading to ringside now.
Bang, knee right on target.
Disheartening position for HBK.
Michaels is being subjected to a beatdown.
And he tosses him back in now. Russian leg sweep.
What a crossbody!
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Stalking from above.
And Bret off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Crossbody.
Just a surgical approach we're seeing from Hart.
Piece by piece, Hitman's chipping away.
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter applied.
Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus sky high, all the way to the outside.
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
Kick directly to the back.
And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Calf kick on the money.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize. A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity. There are no rules that govern how you score said pinfall or submission. We both know Punk and Jack are certainly able to get extreme.
Both men have strong ties to the birthplace of Extreme, ECW. CM Punk began his career in WWE as part of the ECW brand, with multiple ECW title reigns to his name. Cactus Jack put the company on the map during its infancy and became a multi-time tag team champion during ECW's heyday.
It's once again an ECW original versus some new blood. Let's see which side prevails this time. And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Grabbing the good old kendo stick here. Got out of the way of that one.
Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening right in front of our eyes.
Man, that is going to leave some serious welts. Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage is not a forgiving surface to land on.
He connects with a counter.
Counter after counter.
Shoulder into the midsection and a pin going for the...
Oh, look at this. Reverses the leverage.
Abandoning the pin and deciding he still has more work to do. Oh, man, Cactus Jack looking worse for wear. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Fighting up on the entrance stage, so much aggression on display here. These two showing no regard for their well-being.
Big time height on that kick.
No good ever comes from fighting on the stage. And Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
You can tell that's locked in deep. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. And the power on the Falcon Arrow.
Doing battle on the stage, danger lingering everywhere.
Bang! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
An unrelenting assault being brought to Cactus Jack.
Oh, yeah, Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back gone to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
There's two. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Up high! You gotta be kidding me!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home. Just welting the back with those laces, caving in the ribcage.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Oh, yeah, Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
Into a German suplex! Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening right in front of our eyes.
And CM Punk is in control.
Yes, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Big leg drop.
Holding nothing back on top of this entrance ramp.
And he retaliates. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Spin kick to the midsection. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Destructive arm breaker.
Up and
Beautiful Falcon Arrow.
stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here.
Oh! Oh, man. Oh! Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now...
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Fireball to the fence. The cover. The cover. Somehow breaks the count immediately. Spin kick to the midsection. Oh, with authority. Cactus on the receiving end.
DDT. Great wherewithal to dodge there. Oh, man. Cactus Jack looking worse for wear.
Ooh, rake of the face. That is agonizing. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
And Cactus Jack's never backed down from a fight in his life, and looks like tonight will be no exception. Huge kick connects. What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see.
High voltage cords, ledges, pyro, exposed metal. So much could go wrong scrapping up there on the stage.
Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark.
And connects with the kick.
Looks like he's coming back in.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
A razor-sharp chop there.
DDT. Climbing up the corner.
Take off.
Oh, big impact. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Strong counter from Punk.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Oh, yeah, Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
Putting him in the corner for some... CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh, God. The plunge connects.
Cactus with a cause for alarm. Sneaks behind into a hammerlock.
Oh, a blindside clothesline.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
Oh, he saw it coming. Cactus Jack's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
That could be the spot Cactus Jack was looking for. He's got him square in his sights here.
And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
What's he concocting?
Jack wards that attack off. That holds back Cactus Jack's attack.
Hooked up, DDT.
He's got him down. Here we go.
1, 2. That's it.
Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Oh, man, that was wild.
The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match. Looking like a game of tit-for-tat now. Ooh!
There's no holds barred stipulation. Who do you think it favors? CM Punk? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of hurt.
And talking trash as well. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be.
But the leg's hooked. Could be looking for it. Stepped over. Cloverleaf submission is in. And he's out. Tremendous strength.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements.
To crack your knuckles, we've got a Donnybrook here. No end in sight to this exchange. And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy.
Oh, what a roundhouse kick.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Nails the GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Wicked kick.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Looking for the quick pin. Oh, kick out.
too soon for a cover.
Using the arm like a billy club.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. There's no holds barred stipulation. Who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anak.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Now pulling a pin out of nowhere. Tightly hooked small package.
He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's got to hurt. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today. This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most. Ooh, into the chair.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk is often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Oh, what a kick. Wait.
I guess he's not done yet. Still wants to leave his mark here. Time will tell if this was a wise decision or not.
Austin making his way back to the ring. Oh, my God. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived. This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably...
Can he put it away?
Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
I think he's still just getting warmed up.
That brings a rush of blood to the head. Mongolian chop.
Big kick to the gut. The clubbing forearm.
He saw that one coming.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminal.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the talent together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Oh, what a clothesline after the knee to the face. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Ooh, and he manages to reverse. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
And this one might be headed ringside.
The steel chair, a classic for very good reason. I think Austin is finally starting to realize this CM Punk kid can brawl.
Sharp jab and series of strikes to the back. Just a beat down.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
This no-holds-barred stipulation, who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of hurt.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As for the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise.
Inside cradle.
Oh, in a small package! He gets an emphatic kick out.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
And averting damage there.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
What impact! Right in the kisser. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep out doing this. My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Boom! Right on target. Come on. This has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
Cracked with a Mongolian chop.
The Rattlesnake's being picked apart.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up. And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out. Trying to find his bearings, but it looks like the end is near.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you.
He looks ready to strike.
Neckbreaker.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the Rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting Rattlesnake.
Excellent opportunity for Austin to shift the momentum.
Could be exactly the fire starter the Rattlesnake needed.
Stops that offense.
Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
See?
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee, down with a GTS.
And Austin is out.
Oh, he's ready to add the final punctuation. Stalking his prey. Connected hard with the calf kick. CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
Yes, that's right.
Austin lifts the apron and is looking underneath the ring.
And it seems he has a little enforcer in him, busting out the hockey stick.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it, and he decides to let his opponent out of the holes.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Arm wringer applied, getting cracked, but a good old-fashioned punch to the mouth breaks it. Punk now locks in that double underhook, hoisted up, and backbreaker.
Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Punk laying into Austin with a chain of hit.
Up high.
Knees up, had that telegraph, but can it be capitalized on?
Delivers the Bulldog.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Fez press, raining down right hands. Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
After the float over.
That was pretty.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not launching.
Wow, cross body. Spin kick to the midsection.
Lighting up the midsection once more.
Neckbreaker.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking? Soaring. A huge impact. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Steve Austin's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Takeover. Knees up, got the knees up at the last second. Oh, man. Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Ooh, stinging kick.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
From a seated position, this takes tremendous power. Oh, an incredible seated suplex. And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
Punk is determined right now.
Looking for something big here. Look out. Good Lord. Taking flight.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
He goes back into the ring here.
Look out!
Suicide dive.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell. These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin show...
Good night. What a stunner. That looked just as devastating as when his opponent does it.
Cover. A kick out. I don't believe it.
And he is incredulous after the kick out. Almost lost to his own moves.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Ooh, and a shot to the body and another.
Reciprocating the... CM Punk looking to end things here.
Gone to sleep.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
2.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling...
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago,
Up from the top. Off the mark with that one.
Time to go for a ride.
Bang! What a move. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation.
Lift off. Got the knees up just in time.
Looking to take things to the outside now. And Punk making his way back to the ring.
butterfly backbreaker.
Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Wants to finish this.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie. Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was from the top.
Double axe handle connects.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off. Going blow for blow, each one getting stiffer.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Looks like a hockey fight just broken out. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Bam!
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way to WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got. But right hands create separation and an escape.
And that failed to hit the mark.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Perched up top.
Oh, he paid for that high risk. Boom, one step ahead there. Oh, knee lift. Oof. And Eddie pays for leaving an opening.
That can dislocate something.
Uh-oh, the top rope.
Whiplash neck breaker. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece with a time limit draw.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Again? He's making the climb again? I can't believe this.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
He's going back.
Watch out. Oh, God. Knee meets face. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Guerrero needs to better assess the situation to turn this around.
And an elbow from the middle rope.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
A spinning kick to the gut. Ooh. Strong counter from Punk.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Double underhook backbreaker.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. And are you kidding me? He's going up again?
Perched up top.
A diving knee drop. Just putting their body in danger time and time again.
Punk about to take flight.
Crash landing. Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible. Up and around. Down with a tilt-the-world backbreaker. Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this.
Boom! GTS.
Is it enough for Punk?
Spinning kick to the gut.
Attacking the body.
Piercing chop.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Guerrero, what's it going to take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects.
There's no way you can take any more of those. This has got to be over.
Struck with a calf kick. Boom.
With the counter. Eddie able to take a stand there.
Eddie is not allowing that burst of attacks to put an end to it.
The Dragon Game changer.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is determined right now. Oh, lands the kick.
Oh, what a kick. Oh. Strong kick. Oh. And Punk gets countered there. He finally found a way to bring things to a halt here.
He's created an opening and opportunity for himself here. Hopefully, he can capitalize.
But his torso continues to be the target here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to mount any sort of attack for him now.
Folks, this is difficult to watch.
Yeah, every subsequent blow to the head just gets worse and worse. I think they should just call this match and get a doctor in here ASAP.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Another reversal, eye for an eye here.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Eddie has been snuffed out.
Contact to the back of the neck. Spinning kick to the gut.
Punk is pulled in. A DDT drives that head into the ground. And a well-placed calf kick there. Going for the heel now and cranking that joint.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
And a reversal by Guerrero. Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. Catches the kick. working the midsection there. Oh, man.
Headed up to the top turnbuckle. Devastating kick. Oh! He's going up. Look at the high frog splash. Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk is proving...
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
The goal sleep GTS from Punk.
Guerrero's on his last breath.
Here we go.
Meteoric impact on that splash. This has been a display of the highest...
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Oh, my goodness. What a double-handed shot. Right to the back. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Guerrero needs to better assess the situation to turn this around.
Countered. Right.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked.
He's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner, CM
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest...
This is thunderous.
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voice...
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. The championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight?
And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age...
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of what CM Punk can accomplish this evening, but Triple H can be challenging for his 14th championship by the end of the night.
Well, that's very true, Wade, but if I were speaking for the average WWE fan, that wouldn't be the story they want to see.
Ha! From the heavens!
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds when the pressure is at its highest.
And it doesn't get higher than Triple H at WrestleMania. But you're right, Triple H has to know he can't intimidate Punk like he can so many others. He has to know that now's not the time for the cerebral assassin.
Face first. Setting up. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Veteran instincts from Triple H. Once this match was made official, CM Punk had no interest in fighting the COO of the...
Looking to end this.
The schoolboy!
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Clubbing forearm.
She's looking to lend a helping hand here from ringside.
Oh, God.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Oh, he had that scouted.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And a butterfly backbreaker.
And taking it to the game. Punk doing something a lot of people in that locker room want to do.
Nobody thought this match was going to be easy. It was bound to be a grueling affair.
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed. Never wanted...
Incoming! Sailing down from up high.
Oh, the elbow connects. Boom, what a kick.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Triple H getting dismantled here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
And into the corner he goes.
Going counter for counter. Now, can it be capitalized on? Punk looking dominant now.
Oh, what a clothesline after the knee to the face. Turns that back on CM Punk. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Boom, right to the throat.
He's zoning in. Has something big in store.
Boom, read that one. Spinning kick to the gut. Oh, that's a running knee a la Harley Race.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Oh, a merciless assault.
Countered by CM Punk.
Man, well-placed calf kick. What's he got in store for the game? Spiked on the crown.
Taking things to the top rope.
Blast off.
That'll suck the wind right out of you.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Blast off. Big height, bigger impact.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H. Spectacular counter into a dragon screw. Mounting their... Uh-oh.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda.
Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Oh, turning it around, changes it into a cover of their own. Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just... CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects. Triple H went down in a heap.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Flying.
Body on body. The game getting picked apart here.
Triple H really has to show some more resistance.
From the top.
Oh, my. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Ooh. Oh, perfect kick. Ooh.
Now really focusing in on attacking that leg.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
And Punk gets counted.
Arms hooked by the game. Pedigree.
Did Triple H get enough of it?
A kick out. Oh, my God.
How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
And guys, Triple H is in a rare moment of confusion. The game thought he had enough to end this.
Trading back and forth blows now.
Oh! Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point.
Neither can
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it. This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas? CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
Adjusting their opponent. A scramble in the corner now. CM Punk climbing the ropes. Cocking on something, looking for something big here to put this one away. Oh my. The plunge.
Will that be it? Will that be enough?
And a pinfall for the victory. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM